Charlotte, tonight you are focusing on the aftermath of Sébastien Lecornu's resignation as Prime Minister here in France. After he stepped down, some people were quick to go online to claim that those who were briefly appointed as ministers in his cabinet will receive 3 months' salary. Tell us more.
Yes, as we've been reporting, France is grappling with further political turmoil after Lecornu, who was the country's latest Prime Minister, stepped down after less than a month in the post. The move came the day after Lecornu revealed his new government, a team similar to that of his predecessor, François Bayrou, who was ousted in September after losing a vote of confidence. And now Lecornu's government came under fire from politicians across the political spectrum, and it was even criticised from within. Bruno Retailleau, who was appointed Interior Minister, said he had not seen enough change. Now, some online are claiming that Retailleau and others who were appointed as ministers in Lecornu's government will receive 3 months' salary after being in the post for only a matter of hours. This is what this person here on X is claiming. I quote, "The decree appointing the ministers published on Sunday allows members of the Lecornu government to benefit from their former minister's privilege, including 3 months of salary, approximately €28,000 gross each, despite only a few hours in office." This person alleges that the total cost of that would come up to €500,000. Now, this claim prompted some angry responses. This person here calling it, I quote, "appalling, unacceptable and insulting to the French." Meanwhile, somebody else described it as a scandal, saying that we're throwing money out of the window for these people who aren't in need, like most people in this country, Sharon.
And Charlotte, what does the law actually say about all of this? Will those briefly appointed ministers really receive that cash?
Well, these claims that all of those who had been appointed as ministers will receive 3 months' salary are lacking some much needed nuance. So the law in France does indeed state that when ministers can be entitled to severance pay when they leave the government. The terms and conditions are laid out here in order number 581099, and I have the translation of this part of the text here, and it states, upon leaving government office, a member of the government will receive compensation equal to the salary allocated to them in their capacity as a member of the government. It goes on to say this compensation shall be paid for 3 months. So in theory, the 18 ministers appointed in Sébastien Lecornu's government could claim 3 months' gross salary, which is approximately €32,100 each, according to French media reports. However, to receive this money, they must not undertake any paid activity during that time. As you can see, the text goes on to state this allowance is paid for 3 months unless the person concerned has resumed paid employment before then. So returning to being a member of parliament in the National Assembly is, of course, paid work, which would prevent an ex-minister from receiving that money, Sharon.
So who actually falls under that category then, Charlotte?
Well, there are several people who fall into that category. Among them is Roland Lescure, this man here, who had been named Minister of Economy, Finance and Industrial and Digital Sovereignty. Another person concerned by this is Marina Ferrari, who had been appointed Minister of Sports, Youth and Community Life. And these are not the only individuals who fall into this category. So most members of the short-lived Lecornu government should not be entitled to that pay. Those who do find themselves without work are not actually automatically guaranteed the money either, because this law that I just talked about stipulates that the individual concerned must have declared all parts of their assets or interests to a body known as the High Authority for Transparency in Public Life. Failing to do that, they are not going to receive the funds. So as I say, the claims that all of those in Lecornu's short-lived government will automatically receive 3 months' pay, they are lacking some nuance, as there are terms and conditions, of course, that need to be fulfilled in order to receive that money.
Charlotte, thanks so much for taking us through all of that. Charlotte Hughes with tonight's Truth or Fake. Well, that's it from us for now. Stay with us, though. We'll be right back with more world news.